Hello guys, I'm back with another Scratch tutorial, but not as you would know it. I'm actually here with Paint.net instead of Scratch, and I'm teaching you how to do the sprites for your game that you would be making. Now you can find templates like this all around the place. You can go Google, you can type in what they're called sprites. That's why in the previous videos I've called my man Mr. Spritely. But you can just type in sprites, you can type in One Piece sprites, Naruto sprites, whatever tickles your fancy, and this is just a basic generic sprite of a male sprite. What I'm trying to do, I want to make a giant that would be throwing boulders at my character for my game. So if I look around here, I choose the best that would be for that. So this one kind of looks like it's throwing. So I'd select the ones I'd want. So you select it with the selection tool over here. You press Control C at the same time. Press New, and because you've selected that and you've copied it, it'll actually get the size of your sprite in here. If you press OK, Control V, it will perfectly fit in the center. All you have to do, press File, save as your sprite, and you're done. But I'm not actually going to finish with just that. I'm actually going to make my sprites, and I can show you how you can do that. So it's more of a Paint.net compilation with Scratch. So as I said, mine's going to be more of a angry giant. So if I click, and I can zoom in by Control scroll wheel, and here's one part, and here's the other part. So my giant's going to be balding around the head, but it's going to have slightly grey hair. So if I grab the paint tool, and I bring it down to 1 pixel, I can add a little bit of a balding haircut here. Okay, I'm not the best at drawing or art, but what you can see is that the basic idea of what it's going to be. So he's got his hair around his face, he's got a little bit of the boldness, fringe here, and that's Mr. Spritely's face. Of course we can't have him butt naked as he was before, so I'm going to add a loincloth because it's a giant, and in all those movies you see giants. George of the Jungle people, mountain people, giants, they all have loincloths or some part covering their body. So there's a loincloth. And that's just simply, I'm changing the color, I'm using the paint tool, and I can just change the color here. If I wanted to add extra things in, I could add in circles, I could change them to draw shape outline, filled, or with a black outline. But this is all I need for the moment. I'd file, I'd save him as a PNG or JPEG, I'd save him where I need to, and I'd name him Giant Throw 1, save, okay. I'd exit out, and I'd work on Mr. Spritely number 2, giant version, and I'd make the hair. Doesn't matter if it's perfect because it is a sprite, it is going to change how it looks, how it throws, so the hair or whatever, it doesn't have to be perfect, it would just suit in with the movement of the sprite. So there he is, little fringe, like so, and of course then you go 1 pixel for this, and here's loincloth. Of course his hand's covering one side, so you can't add in the strap for the second side, but you can do the one side, and there we have it. So once again, file, save as, PNG or a JPEG. You want to save it as a Paint.net or whatever, otherwise it would not recognize the format in your game. And you call them, you can just click on this one, Giant Throw 1, or whatever you named him, backspace, and call him number 2. Save him, press OK. You can now exit out Paint. Now, if you go into Scratch, and you've got of course I got my Jack and the Beanstalk game, go Open, and I find where my Mr. Giant sprite is, Giant Throw 1. Now, I don't upload a second sprite, I go to the first sprite, I go to his costumes, go Import, and I import the second sprite right there. So if you see here, these are all the sprites for the first one, first character to make him move left, right, up and down, and here's the sprite for the second character. Now if we go to the scripts, all I could do now is just have to copy this over here, and copy, actually I won't copy this at the moment because it'll be a completely different script. But that's it for the moment guys, thank you for watching, and this is basically the basis of my game. Bye!